So here is some inexpensive camouflage netting that I picked up on eBay, and what I want to do with it is get some flat white paint and kind of touch it up for winter use, and we'll compare it. I'm kind of using this Amtrak pattern as inspiration. Probably won't get that close to it, but I like the way it helps break up the outline of that big machine. And the whole idea for this is when I'm winter camping in my hammock, you know, you're up off the ground and that makes you visible from a longer distance. And I just don't like other people being around while I'm camping around my campsite, you know. I have friends that doesn't bother them, but I just, you know, I don't like it. I want to be alone. All right, we've got the netting on the ground there. And the idea is that I'm going to try to make as many big splotches of white as I can. I'm going to try to go around the edges with white, and so that they'll blend in more with the presumed snow that may be on the ground. We haven't had a lot of snowy winters lately. Hopefully that changes. And we'll see how the paint covers it. It may do okay, it may not, but well, we'll find out. I guess I could always buy some white stuff and just sew panels of that in if the paint doesn't work. All right, let's give it a try. Rust-Oleum flat white paint, and it's supposed to give you 12 square feet of coverage, but who knows. So if worse comes to worst and the paint doesn't cover very well or go very far, I will just try to take the angles off of the corners, and I'll try to make the edges more irregular with a few white splotches in the middle. We'll see what happens. Well, that's not doing too bad, and yeah, some of the color is showing through, but that will blend pretty well, I think, in a winter situation. So I will carry on and see how it goes. Well, that is 1 can's worth right there. So I got quite a bit of the net, not 100%. And I'll have to go over some parts of that, but I'm not done yet. I've got 3 more cans. So let's see how we do. Well, that is 2 cans of the flat white spray paint, and most of the second can was just spent going over repainting some of the thinner spots, and it actually came out okay, I think. You know, I mean, all of the little crinkles and wrinkles and surfaces are pointing every which way, so the paint goes on unevenly, so that creates somewhat of a mottled effect. And you know, you just kind of lay it on heavier right around the dark areas to give it that little bit of a contrast to help break up the image more. Yeah, seems to work. So some of the original colors showing through in spots, but that's not a bad thing. Let's take a look at the underside, because this can be used for times of the year when the snow is fairly heavy, but I was hoping the underside would retain enough color. Oh yeah, I could still use that in the fall. Yeah, almost none of the white paint has got underneath it, so yeah, I could still use that. At night, pretty much any camouflage net will be very effective, but you can imagine this during a sunny winter day with a lot of snow on the ground, and I'm set up in kind of a pine area, pine forest, which are really good for hammocking in the winter because you can tell they're still alive or not. And this would help break up the outline of my hammock pretty well, I think. Of course, I'll have to wait until winter time and try it out for real, but I will show you the results when I have them, if we get snow this year.